Pisces. You may be conflicted right now when it comes to someone around you who has some type of clear communication. Maybe you're conflicted on how you can communicate clearer or clearly to someone. There also could be some type of tension with an air sign or a fire sign. You're worried about if you come here, come here. You could be telling somebody to come here. Maybe you want someone to come see you. I'm hearing, does it make sense now? I don't know this song. Some things got real intense now. I know that was offbeat. You say something makes sense now, something now. I don't know what it is. It's 2 a.m. and he's asking a lot of you right now. All right, I'm wasting your time. Somebody's gonna be wasting your time. So no, you shouldn't do something, even if this is regarding your family. But maybe you feel like either you're fighting with someone in your family or you're conflicted about your unity, your community, and how someone is seeing you clearly. Maybe you feel like there's going to be a burden if you communicate something about someone who having to take responsibility for some type of manipulation and or betrayal. You also could feel like there's an air sign around you that's manipulating their community regarding burdens. It's like they're not telling the full thing. They're ignoring certain situations and things. And it's annoying you because they come off as someone that has type of power. But maybe they're fixated on dating, or they're fixated on people sleeping with other people. Or there's something that they're fixated on when it comes to their information or how they see certain things and or attain it. It's like, okay, well, I'm conflicted, or I hate, or you feel like this is some type of competition when it comes to it. Just making sure you're focused on the things that you want versus the worries that you have. Apply to something, you will get it. Congratulations. You don't have to share. You're going to be able to do something with no interruptions, or you want to be able to do something with anybody interrupting you, and or just be able to speak without any interruptions. Somebody's going to be embracing you. They're like, oh, you look sexy, you look good, or maybe you're hyping someone else up. Someone around you could be in a fetal position and or need a hug. If this is not them, this could be you. There's also someone that's going to approach you, but they're not really single. Okay, check in on that one person that you know needs your wisdom. You could be seeing a roach, a mouse, a snake, either a person, an animal, or you're a smoker. Bye, Pisces. You could be like, I don't know. Or there's somebody around you that keeps saying that. You could be very conscious about time, whether how you spend your time, how much time something's going to take, or I don't know. All right, see, I said it again. So it seems like right now you have some type of fulfillment when it comes to a partnership and or a relationship, but there's going to be something that's going to have to end in order for you to grow. There could be some type of argument, but at the same time, throughout this argument, you get some type of clarity, or you realize you have some type of aha moment to where you realize something. And this could be either regarding your family, your home, your legacy, or someone that you walked away from. You could be seeing 10-10. It feels like now you understand why a relationship ended or has to end. You're realizing that something was toxic, or somebody was going through a rebirth when it comes to their stability and or their wisdom. And so they had to meditate. They had to sit back when it comes to a situation. So now that this person is sitting back and trying to figure out some type of clarity regarding their own family, you may be fixated on someone else and their wisdom of this, their opportunity, their foundation, their business, and what they have going on for themselves when it comes to a system. Maybe you feel like you're going to present an opportunity because someone else has some type of knowledge, or a family, or they're committed to something that's toxic, and you want to clear up some type of argument when it comes to this relationship. You could have blocked someone in multiple ways. It's like, okay, well, now I'm confused on how I can advance, but let me at least be creative, because there's someone around that's still action-oriented, that still has some type of deficiency or loss that we need to balance out for. But this also could be an illusion that this is going to be a disaster. They actually may have some type of stability and or be able to create a situation and heal and move forward. Okay. All right, Aries. It's okay to cry about it and or them. Now is not the time when to give up when it comes to a situation. You just need to get your mind back on track. You will have a successful, healthy marriage. The initial I could be important. Somebody calls you out in front of other people on purpose. Someone around you is only in it for the sex. Do it the right way. Taurus, you may not see the point in apologizing and or talking about a situation. You may not see the value in somebody else's apology to you. What's going on for Taurus? All right, so you're trying to balance out some type of burden and or take responsibility for an issue. Or this could be someone around you that you feel like is getting some type of karma for creating a burden. Maybe it's like, okay, well, you were balanced. They came towards you and they had some type of energy, or they try to create some type of challenge. Now they're feeling the weight of this when it comes to either actual responsibilities that they have to take care of, things they have to get done, and or their emotions is overtaking them right now. And so they're losing love and or passion for a certain thing. And they may not be talking about it. They may be mentally conflicted, or they may be getting into arguments with people online, or just people that they shouldn't even be around. They could be trying to dibble and dabble with them to figure out how they can move forward and still have some type of success or public recognition. For you, though, it feels like you're about to balance out something and be able to move forward, travel. There may be a challenge when it comes to actually the process of getting something done, and that may bring up some type of confusions, but overall, this is based off of the past. This is based off of some type of illusions, okay? You may hate how something has to get completed, but you're able to move forward, and in the end, you're happy. You got some type of joy. You also may have given someone confirmation, and this may even be someone that you don't even know or recognize at this point in time, or they don't know if you recognize them. Do you? You do. And it may even be destined for y'all to meet. They may see you as someone who's grown, or you have an abundance of love and or support. And they may have some type of illusions about how to move forward. So you may give them some type of confirmation, and this is going to help them balance something out. They may feel the burden of their emotions right now because they hate how something is coming to wraps for them. So this is not you. This could be someone that you're giving some type of love and support to, because you feel like they have some type of joy, but somehow you can see that they're kind of either stepping back or they're starting to become discontent and starting to restrict themselves. You're going to give somebody some type of love and support, or they're going to give it to you. All right, Taurus, confirmation message. Something may go a long time. Like something may be for a long time, or something may go longer than you expect. And this is what you're telling someone. You did your job, so good job. There could be a Scorpio around. You could be seeing 222. Now, something about PT could be important, whether this is somebody's initials. The initial P is in Paul, T is in Thomas. Something has to do with physical therapy. Maybe you're in the Army. You have to do some type of PT. Or maybe you're a police officer. Maybe you know someone who is. Or maybe somebody's getting in the gym. Something about being cut off could be important as well. It's like somebody telling you, no, you got to cut it off like everybody else, or you have to do something at a certain cutoff time, or you have to do something, you have to cut off your hair. There's something about a cutoff could be important, or maybe you feel like somebody's cutting you off. Hopefully not while you're driving. Maybe they're cutting you off while you're talking. Okay, so somebody doesn't have to surrender a situation. Somebody don't feel like they have to let go of a situation. This could be a water or an earth sign. It's like, okay, you know what? I was going to surrender something, but now I'm not. I'm going to feed into this creativity until it's practical, until I'm able to unify with my destiny. They could feel restricted from time to time, but it feels like they're loyal and or they're starting to see how something's going to pay off slowly but surely. There's some type of achievement that's coming in. But then maybe they're going to be in their head because then they're going to feel like they're seeing a little bit too much. So now that could scare them. It's like, okay, well, someone was feel like, okay, well, I have to let something go and stabilize in another practical way until I see something pay off, or until I learn about how it's going to grow. And they were in their head by it. Well, then they get some type of achievement. They get some type of success when it comes to this growth. And they're like, okay, damn, do I have to change everything about me? Do I have to switch something up? Now this makes them paranoid. Somebody also could learn about a pregnancy. Maybe they learned about a child that you didn't have, or it's like maybe initially you didn't want to surrender this child, or you didn't want to do something. It's like, okay, well, okay. They learned about how something was growing or how something was going to be toxic. They knew about a cycle and or how you were in your head about it. If this is not about a child directly, this could be about something that you hold close and dear to you, like a business or something that you find like, oh, this is my baby, this is my passion. You could provide some type of clarity online, or you could do something online, but somebody could feel like you're fixated on growth, and that you're in your head about when you learn how things going to be practical, or you put people in their head. But they feel like you still have some type of power and or some type of strategy to you when it comes to being fulfilled in a relationships. But at the same time, somebody feels like you don't want to let go, or some type of perspective when it comes to them going through a loss. It's like you only tell somebody one side of the story, or you only told one side of the story. You also may not want to release some type of information that, oh, well, it's some type of creative opportunity or something that I tried didn't work out. It didn't financially help you. And there could be someone else that you're learning has some type of resource or power to do the same thing, and it's growing online. And this may help put you in your head. And you may be like, okay, well, I have something to me, and this person is toxic. Let me give you some type of clarity about them and how they authorize some type of clear communication to get their wishes fulfilled or do something for themselves. You may want to pull up a challenge, or maybe even pull up on someone. All right, Gemini. Somebody around you could be a truck driver, or somebody could be a part of the LGBTQA community. If not you, then them. If you're not going to eat right, at least take your vitamins. Somebody could be gossiping, but you don't care. Okay? It feels like, it no longer feels like you need to be around someone, especially because they feel like they're exhausted all their options. You should accept valid criticism, okay? Someone around you could have a near-death experience. Someone could definitely identify as non-binary. A karmic fire sign, it could be around you. They could want some type of peace and harmony, but now that you know you need to move, or you know that you're about to move, you do need to apologize. Something was on you, Gemini, okay? You could be happily getting cracked regularly, or somebody who's a slack-ass parent is happily getting cracked, even if it's not with you. You may feel like, oh, this person's just a simp, okay? They definitely want to work something out, and they don't want you to see them as devious. even though they are. Cancer, I'm thinking of that song in Dreamgirls when she was singing Listen, and she's like, I'm all alone in my own home. So you may be feeling lonely in your own house. It's like you have some type of positivity around people that you love or whatever that you feel like can support you, or you want to have some type of optimism towards it, but at the same time, internally, you're feeling like, okay, well, I don't know if I can commit to this or do something long term. There's an issue with your credit or your finances, or maybe you lost your job, or there's something that you're like, okay, I don't know if I should separate myself from this routine. You could definitely be around your family or people that fulfill you when it comes to your emotions. You could be family with someone who's very aware. This could be a child, whether an air sign or a fire sign. Maybe you are family with 2 children, even if they're not your own. One person likes the adventure to get up and go. The other one has some type of awareness to kind of do things logically. Somebody in your family could have some type of passion or energy to communicate with someone else. If they feel like has some type of joy, they get some type of structure and or stability out of this. But there could have been some type of secrets and or illusions about their rewards or what they were trying to do in the background. And so this kind of make you look at somebody like they're, this person's sneaky. I don't really trust this person. Someone in your family may also get some type of letter, or text message, or email regarding their stability and or their structure. But they could have removed it. They could have removed something, okay? They could have removed something, so they're trying to alter some type of paperwork, or they could feel like, okay, well, I'm going to ignore this and continue to move forward and be happy and act like there's an illusion that I can just explore. Somebody knows that there's an investment or something that they're going to have to put into when it comes to a long time. And they're trying to figure out, okay, well, let's see if I will be rewarded for my power and on my focus. They're trying to rest and or recuperate from some type of betrayal, some type of ending or argument, so that way they can grow. They want to be seen as someone who's a free-spirited, but someone who's also learning through some type of lesson that they've already been through. This is someone in your family. Okay. All right, Cancer. Something is cooking, making progress. Let somebody cook. There could definitely be some type of manipulation out here. Someone is still legally married. Okay, there could be kids or teens that are fighting and or bullying someone that you know. The ideal family unit is what's on your mind. Somebody could be asking them about another man or another woman. Be careful, there is someone around you that's not safe around kids. You could be doing a return or getting some type of store credit. Someone is cranky because of a situation that you don't see or fully understand. Leo, something about you not wanting to lie could be important. All right. I'm also thinking about Dream Girls for y'all too. So either you're dealing with a Cancer and you need to go watch their reading, or maybe you're watching that movie. Somebody could be trying to get you to listen, or you're telling someone else, like, just listen to me. All right. So you could be healing. There's something that you're moving on from, but there could have been some type of issue that you were in your head by. And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to have some type of clarity, or you got some type of clarity. And it's just like, I'm getting over it. You want to move on from any type of illusions, any type of secrets, or anything that you were secretly trying to contemplate about. You may feel like you have a new passion or new spark or something that has your attention at this point in time. And it feels like, okay, well, I just want to have some type of awareness and or conversation because this is bringing some type of happiness, or you realize that someone else and or how and why someone else was happy about something that they were doing. And so now you're kind of sitting back. It's like, dang, somebody was really able to achieve something. Somebody was really able to do something when it comes to their success. So you're moving out of some type of emotions when it comes to what they know or how they take things step by step. There also could be some type of positivity when it comes to a message, a letter, or communication that you're getting regarding your investments, your finances. It's like, oh, great, here's a text message saying that I got a deposit. Oh, great, here's a receipt to say I got a refund. Oh, great, there's something that's going in your favor. There also could be somebody, if this is not you directly, somebody that you know, that you live around, or somebody that you've known for a while. Maybe initially they felt, okay, well, I don't really know if I'll have in the beginning or I can be happy. So I'm just going to contemplate on what I can do that's secret and or small. They're in their emotions about moving on from a passion. But then they get some type of authorization and or structure. They get some type of breakthrough when it comes to something that they were fixated on or that was making them toxic. They're also going to realize that they're attached to doing things a certain type of way. So whatever they say and or invest in is going to be balanced. They just have to adapt to learning how to do something and or learning how to somebody needs to learn how to lose, or how to it's like, okay, things don't go their way, or things is not directly ideal, but it still adds up. So somebody feels like, okay, well, I'm going to have to juggle when it comes to work. I'm going to have to do this opportunity and another one. But if they do, it's going to be a loss, because they should be protecting another situation or something for themselves, another partnership. Somebody's adapting to working through like, okay, well, I'm always going to be in some type of deficiency, or I'm always going to be in some type of loneliness when it comes to my family, my finances, or whatever the case may be. And this is breaking their heart, or this is yours. But as long as someone is being persistent when it comes to their inner calling, they'll realize that this is a restriction mentally that they put on themselves, and they're able to prosper. They get a new property. They get all the finances. They get what they need. Again, or you do. All right. It's giving us a mental game, Leo. You could be loving your life, or the life that you created. Don't procrastinate on a situation. You may have to say F somebody. Somebody's obsessed with people being obsessed with you, or they're obsessed with watching someone be obsessed with someone else. It's like, oh, I hate that this person's getting love and attention at this point in time. There could be vital information that's on its way to you, or you need to go get your vitals checked. You will be playing a different role than the one that you're dealing with now, but there could be some type of hot seat. Something about your frying pan could be important, whether you need a new frying pan, something breaks, or it's like, oh, this is stove fire. There also could be some type of trouble or accusations. There could be some type of news regarding a birth, a business, or a baby. All right, somebody's just way too young and or immature. Someone could be charged but not convicted. Okay, good luck. All right, Virgo, you can feel like, oh, look, I'm just trying to get it all done. I'm just trying to get it all taken care of. What's going on for Virgo? So it seems like you're getting out of your head. That's good. It feels like you're able to explore or get things done, get things off your to-do list, or carve things out the way that you need to. Now, you still may feel like, okay, well, you're a little thrown off when it comes to your value and or a relationship that you feel like you can value. So I'm going to get out of my head about dating, or I'm going to get out of my head about this person that I want a relationship with and how they don't see my value. If they don't see your value directly, they just don't value a marriage, or they don't value something because they don't have a system for themselves and they feel thrown off. But you definitely could feel thrown off because you're out here twice in an energy that is not necessarily the best. You could have some type of stability, and either you use it for your best interest in the moment, and or you feel like your stability is lacking right now, and you have a system that don't really value how you have a relationship with someone else, and you were trying to explore or date the situation. And so you still either have to have some type of accomplishment, or you still have to achieve something. There could be someone who's getting out of their head about being online or having some type of judgment. Maybe they feel like, okay, well, I have some type of knowledge, or I'm going to trust myself and have some type of friendship, even through some type of delay, or I'm going to have fun with a situation, even through some type of delay. Now, when it comes to this person, it seems like you're calm. You're in your really good energy here. You're able to kind of just sit back and think and breathe and relax while you're with them. This could be someone that you're friends with, or someone that you've known since you were a child. Maybe you feel like you made some type of decision or judgment to wrap this up, or to let something go. You're not in your head by it, because you want to explore another relationship. But be careful, because the other relationship may not have the value that you're needing. And if you commit to this, you're going to be completely unstable. So even if you feel a little thrown off now, it's going to make it worse if you're trying to get someone that you know you shouldn't have chance. This definitely could be a water sign. This could be a Taurus or an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Be careful when it comes to it. Because they may feel like, okay, well, let's commit, or let's go to the system and let's see if we can get something to change and manipulate something, so that way you don't feel delayed, or that way you don't feel like you have to go through a situation and you can recover. And maybe like, okay, sure, well, somebody has moved on from me. Yeah, we can do that. And then you realize all of a sudden that something's not going to be supported, or something doesn't go your way. Example, it's like, okay, well, you're going to go date someone, and they're like, okay, well, let's go file child support, or let's go do this, and let's go say that you have this other child, and then let's go say this and the third, so that way you don't have to pay the first baby mama, or you don't have to do something regarding paying the situation. And then you go and you show your information, they do an investigation, now you got to pay more, or now you have to, something backfires, and it's like, damn, I thought I was recovering, and I thought I was going to be able to move forward and release some type of burden. And now you have to come clean, or now you have to do something, a situation a certain type of way. And there's some type of despair about the relationship that you're in, because they felt like, okay, well, you were frustrated because of this, even though you wasn't. And they were trying to manipulate the situation so that way you would be more happy to be with them. Be careful when it comes to it. Something about a first-time experience could be important. It's like, okay, well, no, I'm not a part of this community, but I did have a first-time experience, or there was still something that was like, you know, it could have been avoidable, but you felt like you were just trapped in a situation somehow, some way. There's a romantic date that's out here. You may need to order in tonight. You could be leaving. Okay, so something starts off as a romantic date, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to be here. Or you end up canceling on somebody and start to order in. You could be a stepchild, a step-parent, or something about a stepchild, a step-parent is avoidable. Okay, somebody could see you as a clout chaser, or there's someone that you feel like is a clout chaser. You need to check in on somebody that needs your wisdom. That also came out for Pisces. So if you're dealing with the Pisces, go look into their reading. Put your phone down. Somebody's getting a reaction from food but still eating it. It's like you know that crab hurt your stomach. You know that macaroni and cheese make you cramp, but you still eating it for whatever reason. It is the Gemini that needs to go through a change and or that's leaving. There's also a Scorpio around. This person could be a stepchild and or a step parent. Be careful when it comes to a situation. Even if you feel guilty, apologize and move along, okay? Because something is avoidable. But overall, somebody is heading your way, and you're doing a good job. All right, Libra. Somebody could be like, okay, well, let's just get it submitted. We can edit it later. We can fix something later. Let's just do something right now and real quick. It even could be somebody coming towards you like, okay, well, let's just have a real quickie. Let's just do something real quick, and I'll get back to you later. What's going on for Libra? Who's this possessive person? There could be a water sign and or an earth sign that's possessive. They want to clear up some type of emotions and or confusions. They're coming off as like, oh, I'm not emotional. There's nothing that I'm worried about, but they are. They feel like they're going to have to come clean about this water sign, or they're going to have to come clean about a situation that they caused some type of imbalance. They could have been trying to throw somebody else off, so that way they wouldn't work with them, or that way they would feel stubborn when it comes to recovering a situation. It's like, okay, well, I would try to hold on from a situation so that way somebody would feel thrown off. Like they couldn't block me. And I can just come and heal a situation, do things as I want. They wanted the clarity and or the movement to kind of just, come and go as they please. Now they feel embarrassed. They also feel like that somebody that they wanted their attention is not giving them their attention and or recognizing something about them. And this is throwing them off because they thought that they had the emotions and or the options of other people that they don't. You may try to focus when it comes to you working, or there's something that you feel like, okay, well, I can't work with this team anymore. I can't work with something. It's something that's just making it a little bit too chaotic, or something that's throwing you off somehow, some way. You may be sitting back and ignoring something, or you may have to in order to recover for now. You don't want your ego or let the ego of someone else cause some type of mixed emotions, and you feel like you have to penny pinch or be possessive over a situation, over a person because of this. You can have a relationship with a fire sign. Something won't get completed as it needs to, okay? They may not truly see your value, and or they may not handle things the way that they should. All right, something about a cemetery could be important. Someone's doing something for a reaction. All right, it's happy where you are, so stay there. You could be renting or you'll be able to stay there. Something about a third party could be important. You are getting what you want. Congratulations. Okay, so just can focus on moving forward and towards God's plan. Something about a report could be important. Somebody could be running from success. If this is not you, this could be a Capricorn. There could be some type of clean slate that's coming out. You also could be going through a drug test, or somebody could be testing you when it comes to a situation. And it seems like you're not worried about a thing. Overall, you have grace, favor, and mercy. Scorpio, I'm hearing that's been the theme or the theme the whole time. That's been the purpose the whole time. Maybe you're overhearing a conversation, or you're starting to pick up on something. What's going on for Scorpio? That's been a plot the whole time. Somebody has concepts of a plan, and so it's like they can't really give you the roadmap of where they're trying to go and or how they're going to lay something out. They're expecting things to kind of just go in their favor, or they're just going to go through the cycle. But you may see this as naive. There also could be something or someone that you're trying to make a decision by. It's like, okay, well, I don't know really if I want to leave. I don't really know if this is where this is leading me. You're trying to make a decision because you feel like there's some type of cycle, there's some type of phase that someone around you is going through. You also may want to change something up when it comes to someone else. This could be someone that you were friends with, or someone that was younger than you, or y'all had some type of relationship that was fun. You definitely could have been dealing with the earth sign feminine. Maybe you feel like it was a little naive to kind of move forward or have some type of pride and recognition because there was someone else around that was emotionally manipulative, or they felt like they didn't have to say something or have to do something, and you kind of fell in line with that. And so maybe you want to change the cycle when it comes to a decision that you made. You may feel like somebody is slow around you. This could be a child, and maybe you feel like, okay, well, somebody, they don't really, they're not able to do something for themselves, or get something going for themselves. You made some type of decision, and now they're able to recover. They're going through a phase, and now they're able to be practical. And now you're starting to realize that this other person has some type of burden and or responsibility on them. Yeah, because of the person that they were attached to. And that person that they were attached to was not helping them when it comes to their stability, their structure, their finances. They were actually being manipulative when it comes to it. It's like, okay, bing, everything comes to light, or something makes sense. Or they still have some type of positivity. They're able to hit some type of accomplishment, or something about ringing a bell could be important. Or somebody's Ring camera. There could have been something that threw someone off. They feel judged because someone came towards them with some type of burden to their camera. And they highlighted the fact that they need to be practical and go through some type of change when it comes to their child. And they feel like, okay, well, something was naive, but, I can recognize that something needs to be a little bit more strategic. Or I can recognize that my child is starting to understand certain things and could be emotionally manipulative. Okay, what's going on for Scorpio? So you right now, you could either be worried about a payment, you could be sitting down worried about how you want to learn something or develop something. It's okay. How can I develop this picture? How can I develop this industry? How can I get through to a certain business, a plan? How can I learn something? You're trying to be patient while you're doing so. You also could be learning that somebody else that's around a water or a fire sign is trying to get any and everything that they want, and they have some type of hidden agenda. Yeah, they do. They're definitely manipulative. And you may tell someone that they have to move on and release some type of toxic situation. Okay, Scorpio. What's going on? A movie, a song, a show, a conversation could be on repeat in your head. There could be a problem child around that's running back to you, and maybe somebody feels like, okay, well, I shouldn't have interrupted. I can't interrupt, or I can't do something the way I thought I would. And they're gonna tell you that they have some type of infection or they're sick, and you may be the backup option for this person, or you're gonna tell them that they need one because you're trying to find what you're looking for yourself. Somebody around you does like giving to you, but you need to allow them some type of extra space. The initial C could be important, first, middle, or last. You could be spying on them, or they could be spying on you. You could have a stiff neck, a stiff body. And this could be related to a sickness and or infection, or this is an Aries that's going through this. All right. Somebody could be wishing to be your friend, whether this is an Aries or the initial C. Somebody also could be cheating or a part of a third party and thinking about moving to a completely new city or state because they know that you fucked up, or you know they fucked up. Sagittarius, you may not know if you should approach somebody, send them a message, leave a message for them, or it's like, I don't know if I should say something regarding this Virgo or this fire sign, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Secretly, you feel like this person has some type of goal or target, so that way they can have their wishes fulfilled. There could be some type of investigation because somebody is not really a good husband, a good father, or when their emotions are ups and downs, it seems that they focus on whatever they want to focus on that makes them feel like, yeah, I can be unbalanced. Yeah, I don't have to do things the right way. So that way I'm happy, in a way I can do something the way I want to. There also could be some type of, like, you got your eyebrows raised because there's a water sign masculine, and you feel like this person never really has a choice when it comes to them. It's like, why can't you make a decision about them or around them? You can feel like there's some type of gossip where it's like, you don't know if somebody's gossiping with this water sign masculine or are they flirting with them. This water sign masculine could also feel like they don't really have a choice because they were either trying to steal some type of finances or luxury from someone. They were doing something unbalanced. And so in order for them to have a wish fulfillment, they have to work through some type of situation or work with someone and be positive about it, or they're going to feel the burden of their choices or their decisions. Okay. What else for you, Sagittarius? You could be trying to recover right now. And maybe you feel like, okay, well, I'm going to focus on an opportunity, a job, or something that you feel like can grow, that you can invest in. This could be a passion. It's like something is no longer fearing you or scaring you out of it. You feel like you can have a partnership or choice. You can do things together. But there also could be a relationship that's going to manipulate this somehow, some way, and you're going to feel burnt out. There could be some type of gossip that comes out, or there was something that somebody you was either sleeping with that you shouldn't have been, or something may not go the direct way that you were expecting. Okay? If not for you, then somebody you're around. Right, Sagittarius, you could be the one that got away, or you're looking at someone, it's like, damn, they're the person that got away and they got some type of good news. Somebody hates that you make them self-reflect. You can't trust this person with your emotions, okay? Be careful, especially if they've already missed some type of deadline. Success comes from completing goals. You do have several liars that's around you, and you will be catching someone in a lie. And at this point in time, you'll have a reality check. You could be getting a new home or a new apartment. There's too many details for somebody else to be lying, and this is when you're going to realize that they've been on and off again about a situation, okay? There could be some type of complaints, and you feel like there's somebody around you that always complains no matter what. Even if this is like you working in the public, it's like you can never make everybody truly happy. You could be helping someone after they experience some type of death, some type of postpartum and or depression. Overall, you're not adapting to bullshit. It's a good job. Something about you taking a breather could be important. Like, you know what, let me take a step back from this conflict. Let me not be in my head. Let me not actually be wanting to have some type of certain energy on me. It seems like you're trying to go after your wishes fulfillment. You're trying to go after something that you want, or trying to make something a great scenario. But there could be some type of challenge or something that's making you feel, okay, well, I gotta put my guard up to the situation. It's like, okay, great, I finally got the car that I want, but damn, I don't know if, if I gotta be on penny picture mode. Damn, I got the apartment that I want, but fuck, I hate my neighbor. Or there's something that you feel like, let me figure out how I can nurture the situation so that way I can persevere through it. Somebody also may want you to nurture them so that way they can have a wish fulfillment. They feel like you know exactly how to move, how to get things done and persevere, even though they don't really have the same energy for you from time to time, and you see this clear as day. It's like, damn, so this person really wouldn't protect me. Damn, this person really... it's like I would have to persevere, have the energy to do something for myself. So it's like, okay, I might as well go after what I want. I might as well go after something that makes me feel good. There could be two women around you. There could be a water sign and or an air sign woman that's around. And there could be some type of illusions and or confusions between them. The water sign woman could have some type of fear and or emotions of saying something, or they're in their head about some type of disappointment secretly, or how somebody investigates, or how someone finds their way to a milestone, or how they do it. The air sign woman could feel like, okay, well, yeah, I have independence to me, but there could be going through some type of sudden shakeup. There could be some type of foundation that's being crumbled and they have to move on. Someone also could feel like you transitioned from some type of situation that was supposed to make you feel defeated. And there is some type of fear and or illusions about how you're still able to communicate clearly or do something for yourself. What else for Capricorn? Okay, so you're going to be happy about how a situation changed. You're going to see the vision, or you're going to see some type of progress. It's like, oh, okay, well, you thought you only had 2 options, and then another option appears. It's like, okay, I can grab onto this and have some type of innocence here. Also, as you went through a issue or some type of turbulence, some type of issue or a fight, some type of conflict, it's like you were positive. It's like you started your day off really great, and then something changed. It's like, damn, okay, and it just reminded you of the past, or how you was going to have to go through a past experience, and you had to move forward from this perspective. You had to shake up out of this energy, so that way you wouldn't sit into something being unstable for you. So somebody in your past, they're going through a change. They're unable to celebrate, but they're still curious on how you see them, or they're going to be watching you get some type of success. You may be planning on meeting someone, and you may be curious, or there's somebody around you and it's like, damn, I see this person's attractive. They kind of stay to themselves, they're quiet. There's something that you're watching them, but you're not sure if they're married, or there's some type of perspective. He's like, damn, well, what happened to their ex, or what's going on with their past? And he's like, okay, well, you don't know how they see you. How does this person see you? They feel like you have some type of new opportunity, or you're someone that they like, okay, well, this can be something that's stable, but they feel like you're isolated. Or it's like, okay, well, if I get the opportunity to get you by yourself, then I do want to talk to you. But they could be disappointed because they feel like secretly you're having some type of stability with someone that you're still connected to. Or you may be disappointed when you investigate that they are still married. So it's like they may be separated, but they're still married for sure. Okay. All right. What's going on for Capricorn? You could be declining a kiss. You're about to meet someone new. This could be after you decline someone else. You also could be yo-yo dieting. Something is going to be closed, or it's like, okay, well, somebody went to go talk shit or say something, but they were closed. Something was closed. All right? Someone's talking shit about their own kids. That also came out for Leo's reading a couple of days ago, so maybe you need to go find it. Somebody could be requesting accommodation, and this could be a gut punch, or maybe you're requesting accommodation. There could be an older man that's going through some type of gold punch, especially if they were trying to be sharp, or they were trying to be stingy when it comes to their resources or their business. Somebody around you is going to be P or D whipped, especially secretly, or if you keep them a secret, they're going to wonder why. They feel like you have some type of privilege, but you maybe feel like a third wheel in your friendship, or you were, and somebody is obsessive over you because they feel like you're getting your flowers. You may be doing some type of flower arrangement, even if you're buying flowers for yourself. Overall, there's a great new relationship that's out here. You're thinking they aren't talking anyway, might as well leave. So somebody could be around you, and you feel like, okay, well, and ain't no point me being on eggshells around them, so don't. All right, Aquarius, how something starts is how something ends, okay? What's going on for Aquarius? You may have some type of choices, or you may be in your emotions. And this may be because you have to make some type of choices about your work, or who you're going to be able to work with, how something's going to be implemented. You may feel like something is not fair or as balanced as it should be. You may be confused because there's some type of investigation, or you have to do some type of introspection to figure out if you're working with your own defenses, or you're causing some type of defense to yourself. You also may be confused because there's somebody around who wants to keep something kind of secretive about you guys dating and or exploring. And you feel like, okay, well, if we work together, we can kind of be reliable, or we can protect ourselves from someone else that feels that they have some type of power. But somebody feels like you're a little thrown off when it comes to how you handle situations. You may have some type of attractiveness to you, or something that intrigues them when it comes to being a part of your world. But they feel like, okay, your emotions is not truly checked in the way that it needs to be. You could have some type of family relationship with a water sign, especially if this is a masculine, and they could be doing things that's not actually fair. They could be scamming and doing something that they shouldn't be related to their structure, or they're attached to somebody else. So they feel like, oh, well, this person can defend me. I can still work with this person. It's like you got a brother, you got a cousin, or somebody that's trying to get into a gang, or somebody that's trying to be like, oh yeah, well, I can scam because so and so else has been getting away with it secretly. And this may confuse you because you thought that this person was doing things that they were passionate about, but you're gonna realize that they were lying. You'll be finding stuff out about your family. If this is not your family, this is someone that you were dating or you had some type of structure with. Maybe you're still trying to protect someone. It's like, okay, well, I feel like somebody has some type of determination, and you're trying to let them judge a situation, but you feel like at the same time something has to change, or there's some type of communication, and this is going to cause some type of change. There could be a Scorpio masculine, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And maybe they're determined to have some type of structure for themselves so that way they can defend a situation that they implemented or built for themselves. But secretly they're lying about them dating and or trying to explore their options. Somebody could be trying to establish something with their past person or with a friendship that they feel like, okay, well, I can have this person commit to some type of stability and or structure when it comes to it until I have some type of strength to retreat and or fix my own life. So somebody could be lying to you about what their plans are with someone else. All right. Something about the end of the year could be important, even though we just started this year. Quick money is on the way, Aquarius. There's no money in that industry is what you're telling yourself, and somebody could be trying to tell you this. There could be a man, and you need to remember why you left them and or why y'all started this relationship. Somebody could definitely be going to court, and the damage is done once they do. There's an employee that's getting fired, and they feel like, okay, well, maybe I can try to divert from this plan and make some type of comeback, okay? But be quiet when it comes to this situation if somehow you're involved. A new connection could be here, but now is not the time. There also could be a sibling rivalry, especially when you learn about some type of support that they gave to someone else. There also could be some type of shooting. All right, so be careful when it comes to it. Someone talks too much, but they're scared to talk to you directly.